Hello, and welcome back to Agrarian Skies, episode 23, where we're going to keep working on bees. So, end of last episode, I thought I was going to do the alvearies in between episodes. It turns out I had forgotten something very important. These things, the Senate handling, needs royal jelly. Royal jelly can be obtained from imperial bees. Imperial bees need to be created from majestic and noble bees, which is common and cultivates it's going to be a little bit before I can get there. I need something else first. What I need is this block here about genetic manipulation. I really have never used these besides just for the some basic things. You do get the alveary blocks for that. So I'm going to go ahead and do those. The inoculator needs an advanced genetic machine and some empty serum and some magma creams. You know what, I might not be doing this. How many of these do I have? I've got a little bit. Wait a minute. Okay, and I also need empty serum, which needs more royal jelly. Never mind. Not going to do that. Here's what we're going to do. Bee automation with the industrial apiaries. So the industrial apiaries, you can see I've created one to work on it. But it requires that sturdy casing, some gears, pistons, a bee receptacle, which is formed like so. And I happen to have already taught the crafter how to make them. So let's start with a total of 10. Because really the whole point of this thing is that you can make quite a few of them. We're going to want some signs to go with it, because... Oh wow, I'm out of sticks. I guess we'll start with 8 while this thing's crafting. What's it waiting for? Okay, it's working on more bronze. Alright, so to make this happen, we're going to need some redstone energy conduits. We're also going to need some item ducts and pneumatic servos. Let's see if I've gotten... I still haven't quite gotten to common bees yet, but working on it. Alright, so I'm going to set up a line of these things, basically like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, I've got 8 to do, so that'll work. The power conduits. Like so, and now this guy is ready to do some things. The next thing I need to do is actually give it some queens. So I'm going to let that guy run. But let's get some more. We'll grab that forest princess. We'll grab a forest drone. We'll grab a meadows princess. We'll grab a meadows drone. We'll grab a marshy princess. I thought I had there's a marshy drone. And just to complete the set, we'll get a tropical princess and tropical drone. That'll give me 4. Get those started. Alright, so this is forest. Right. This is meadows. This is marshy. And this is tropical. Perfect. Next up, oh, they are missing flowers for the tropical and the marshy. This guy, what? Oh, you know what? I'm in a jungle biome. Irritation. Okay, back in a moment. I'm going to move this over here. Yeah, I'll move it over here to the plains biome. I'll be right back. Hey, we're back, and we have the forest, meadows, marshy, and tropical sitting here. I think the tropicals are going to have trouble because, well, it's not tropical. But, it's okay. It's been a while since I played in bees, so I'm having trouble remembering. I'm going to move a flower over here because the meadows and forest seem to like that. I'm not entirely sure about the marshy and what they want, but we'll figure it out. Let's see how these guys are doing. Oh, good. We've got some more meadows, and I'll just go ahead and take that down. Alright, so next we just need to let those run for a bit. Now the next thing we need to do, just go ahead and get started. Everything that comes out of these guys needs to be extracted and taken somewhere else for processing. So we'll just go ahead and turn that on. That way it won't try to pull the queen out, but it will go ahead and try to pull everything else out. And what we're going to do with that is still TBD, but for right now, I think another crystal chest will be just fine. There'll be several things that need to happen there. We'll need to get get the centrifuge over there, and yeah, the centrifuge. Trying to think where I'm going to put this because there are a lot of different things that need to go into the centrifuge. Let's see what we can do for right now. is just sort of set the centrifuge right there. And I'll set another one right here. That way we get two of them. Not entirely sure how I'm gonna set this up yet, but we'll figure it out. The centrifuge looks like that. And there we go. So one thing that I remember about the tropical bees is they sting. There we go. The apiarist's hat, shirt, pants, and shoes are kind of important for dealing with that. It uses woven silk, which is made from silk wisps, which is made from silky propolises. We need, let's see, for each woven silk we need, wow, 9 wisps, which means, wow, 5. Yeah, I don't want to think about how many that means we need. We'll deal with it when it becomes a problem. See how this guy's going. The squeezer is out of seeds, so let's give it some more. And I think I'm going to go sleep so that the bees will... actually, wait a minute. There's some upgrades for the industrial apiary. I don't think we've actually turned in the quest. So let's do that. Yep, claim the reward. We'll take the reward bag. Another sulfur ore, which is probably useful considering sulfur was one of the things I was really having trouble with getting enough of a couple episodes ago. So that's useful. And next we'll go to genetic control with the genetic sampler and genetic imprinter. Genetic sampler uses things we have, a power module, which we haven't built yet, and a genetics processor that we haven't built yet. So let's go build that. Oh. Okay. So we need a genetics processor. And we need a power module. You know what? I'm going to need a Tinker's Alloy gear. Very briefly, so that gets encoded properly. And same things. So yeah, what we'll do is make a bunch more Tinker's Alloy gears, maybe 20 more of those, and let the system work. So you can see it's just very slowly. It has to go through pulverizing and mixing and doing all that stuff. So the other thing you can do with the industrial apiary is upgrades. I think that's what this quest was about, but if we look at the forestry mod items, over here eventually, we will get to... maybe not. Oh, it might be under extra bees. Or not. The industrial is from Gendustry. Alright, so we can install various upgrades on these things that basically make them work better. Production upgrades, you can put up to 8 of them, but they make it take a lot more power. Lifespan upgrades, which cut down their lifespan, have the generations run faster. Flowering, territory upgrades, humidifiers, dryers, heaters, coolers, seal upgrades, which makes it so it's okay if it's raining, and a light upgrade that gives you basically lighting. So it's the light upgrade and the seal upgrade that I want to do first. They need an upgrade frame with some stuff around them. Right? Ooh, I wonder if I need the automation upgrade. Hang on. No, the automation seems... okay, it seems to be working. Not quite sure why that's there, but anyway. The upgrade frame is made like so, and so I'm going to go encode that on the system. Wait a minute. Ah! Mouse is going crazy. This is 10. I'd really like for it to be the type of 10 that I'm actually using from thermal. And gold nuggets. Pretty sure I've got gold nuggets available somewhere. Yeah, or not. Alright, got some upgrade frames. Let's make a few of those, because we'll want them. The seal upgrade is made with beeswax and glass. I can't remember if we've got any beeswax in the system, but we do have some beeswax right here. So we can get 3 seal upgrades. And then we need a lighting upgrade. Let's go ahead and install 8 of those. And the production upgrades require that royal jelly again, so we're going to have to wait a bit before we can install that. But we can install that. So you can see now it's saying it can't run because rain. Now it can run. And with the lighting upgrade, it can run all night. This guy can't run because rain, but he also can't run because it's lacking the right kind of flowers. So I'm a little less concerned about that. I'm going to go ahead and install the lighting upgrades in all of these, just, you know, because. And I'm also going to grab those honeycombs out. Oh, I moved the centrifuges over here. Toss those in and get our honey and beeswax out of there. So we still need a genetic sampler. So let's go see how our gears are doing. Wow, that's still running? I wonder if we're... I don't know, I feel like the pulverizer chain, or the smelting is not working quite the way it's supposed to over here. And I'm not entirely sure why. But if we take a look, like I've got 3 Tinker's Alloy blends, 3 ingots, but no gears. So I would kind of expect to see one of these furnaces, you know, doing its thing. Or, you know, several of them would be even better. But I'm not seeing that. Okay, sand is making like crazy, gravel's making like crazy. Do we really need... do we have... Okay, I'll assume I did that correctly. But anyway, as you can see here, there's nothing in the chest. The ability to make Tinker's Alloy ingots from Tinker's Alloy blend is there, but just for some reason it's not going in. So I think what I'm going to do to make this a little bit easier for debugging purposes is to make it only one layer, because I don't think I'm running into situations like I thought I would, where I'm just unable to get the throughput I need. And now, yeah, it is just not in here. Let's make a bunch of that and see if the pulverizers do their thing. See, the pulverizers have not started either. We should have seen something come into here. Oh, there they are. So we're pulverizing some copper and some tin. Okay, so the pulverizers are working. we'll keep working on that. The other thing that occurred to me is I'm still using standard item ducts. If I... Let's see, that one is redstone, that one is glowstone. If I take item ducts and fill them with glowstone, I get an impulse item duct, which is like an item duct, just much, much faster. So, the other thing that I'm going to do here is replace things on this assembly line with impulse item ducts. Yeah, so some of that could have just been that it's slow, because I saw several ingots pop out while I was taking out. Yeah, 2 of them. I mean, I could have turned off recording to do this. I apologize. I'll go through and work on the rest of this, later. I'm going to toss those in there to become impulse ducts. It's not clear how much of this I need to go and rebuild, but at least some of it does need the help. Let's see how we're doing. Oh, that's much better. So we've got some drones coming out, a couple of princesses coming out, meadows and forest specifically. Marshy is saying no flowers. The problem is I can't remember the flowers from Marshy, so let's go find out. This is why we need the beealizer. And we toss in the Marshy Queen, and the flowers are mushrooms. Okay. I could work with that. Alright, so we'll toss that in there. We'll take that block out, replace it. Oh, we're not going to stick a mushroom on that one. We're going to we're probably going to have to get rid of the ocelots again, just because they're irritating. There we go. We now have mushrooms and no errors. Great. They're going to work. Okay. So one of the things when you start adding upgrades, you start increasing your power requirements. So let's run over and see how the power vault is doing. I really need to design a better way of getting in here. So we've still got, what is that, 10 million RF available. we're shunting power in very quickly. Oh, I need food. Actually, wait a minute. If this is 80 each, and I've got 5, 10, 15, that's 8,000. But he's limited to only 2,000 in. Oh, that could be artificially limiting what I can do. Let's try that. And we're set to go out the tops, but now it should basically just serve as a buffer. Next question is, I think that'll work just to give me a slightly better way out. Or I can jump in that way, I suppose. Alright, but anyway, the point is, once I start doing production upgrades, it's going to start burning up a lot more power. Like right now, I've still got plenty of RF in each of them. Oh, okay. I do need the automation upgrades, because the queens did not get tossed back in. Okay. I'm going to need 8 of those. And clearly some of my gears have finished up, because I have a bunch of them. Yay! Oh, this one's still missing a seal upgrade. Now, one unfortunate bit is that you can only put 4 upgrades in. So I tend to use the lighting upgrade, because, you know, bees are daylight sensitive. And if you use the seal upgrade and now the automation upgrade... Whoa! Ah, that would be the tropicals, I'm betting. Unless it's the marshies. You know what? Let's, yeah, poison, another 18 seconds. Yay, fun times. We'll repopulate the meadows. I'm not quite sure where the forest princess went to, but you know. At least got the meadows right now. And marshy and tropical we had to pull out briefly. Forest, we seem to have lost a queen, or lost a princess. Let's... There we go. And we'll go ahead and we'll just put our marshy and tropical queen in here for, you know, reasons. Next up, we still need those silky propolises to get the apiarist's suit that we want to build, but that's unlikely. Here, let's see if we can get the genetic pieces going. So we taught her how to do all this. I need a bee receptacle, a power module. I think it was a sturdy casing. Okay, I've also got to read on how to stop ocelots from spawning, because that's just a whole bunch of ocelots. I mean, it's not that hard to get rid of them, but good grief, look at these guys. Okay, there's my cat. There's my other cat. These things are fast. Alright, let's... Okay, we finally got some sturdy casings, and we can make our genetic sampler. And the other thing we need is a genetic imprinter. Again, 2 bee receptacles and the rest. Genetic sampler, imprinter, Tinker's alloy gears. Alright, that's going to run for a bit. And basically this lets you cross bees and get exactly what you want out of it. So I'll be able to get the common bees really quickly. There's that. We just need the Tinker's alloy gears. And we'll go ahead and set these up right here. The genetic sampler lets me basically grab off a trait off one of the bees or trees and create it into a template. The imprinter basically lets me put it onto something, and I have to template it somehow as well, I think. Oh, wait, it's not. This is not what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about the it's something else from Gendustry is what I'm thinking. The Mutatron. That's what I'm thinking about. That's what I want. The Mutatron. So yeah, I'm going to have to go build one of those. You can see lots of bronze involved in the Mutatron. I'll be doing that off camera, just because it takes so long to get the gears out. Okay, I think this is getting a little boring. I know I'm bored. So I need the... Is it the mark? Which makes the silky propolises? They come from silky combs, which come from tropical bees. Okay, so I do need the tropical bees to be in there. I guess I will just have to stay away from them until I'm ready to deal with poison effects. This might help. If we take impulse item ducts and deal with that. Okay, we don't have any more dark areas, which was my concern. Yes, I know this is a little messy, but basically just going to deal with it for a minute while I get this set up. And now I'm going to run away. Okay, so the idea would be that now we can get things over here a lot faster. Oh look, we've got common drones coming in. And there's a mossy comb. So yeah, this should help us get stuff in a lot quicker. And the next thing I'll do is go get my centrifuges down here. But yeah, that can be, at a different time. So in between episodes, I'm going to, try to get enough silky propolises to make the apiarist's suit. I'm going to try and get my common bees and get my Mutatron built. And yeah, so next episode we'll still be doing advanced bees, unless of course I decide to get crazy and build a nuclear reactor. Not quite sure what I'm going to do yet, but it'll be fun. So until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.